Hello. You might notice we're a little bit further back from my bookshelves, and now you can see more of them, which is fun. There's still more. But I recently acquired all of my books from when I was a kid from my parents. Not like baby, like little kid books, like middle school and high school books that I read. I already got the baby books because I had a ton, and I gave them to my cousin with twins because let the children read, you know what I'm saying? Give them Magic Treehouse and let them learn. But, so I have now, like, my favorites from the middle school, high school era. And I have already seen them because I put them in the box, but I need to go through them and figure out what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping, and if I have any duplicates, because I started to see duplicates of classics that I didn't know I had because I had forgotten. So we're gonna go through them. This is 2, 3, 4, so 7 boxes. And to be very honest with you, I did already get rid of 2 boxes of books because I had no interest in keeping them. So I have a little bit of a hefty credit at my local bookstore, and that's fine. I'm very excited about that. I would like to do a follow-up to this video of new books I've acquired recently with that. But yeah, so we're gonna go through these 7 boxes of books and take a look into my psyche from that time. I do know there's some like hardcore classics back here, and by classics I mean like of the era. Like, yes, 1984 is in these, but I mean like of the era. I have all 7 Harry Potter books in hardback in here. I have all 4 Aragon books from the Inheritance Cycle in hardback in here. Terrible ending. No, I haven't read Murtagh. I'm worried about what more pain he's about to put that man through. Okay? Like, stuff like that. So, let's just go through it. I have to go through it anyway. We might as well just, like, discuss. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Cassidy's books. Oh, yeah. Y'all ever read this series? I think it started with Found. I think. This is like time travel. This shit was good. Okay, this shit was good. By Margaret Peterson Haydix. Highly recommend this to anyone. So this book 1, book 2. There we go. Book 3. And book 4. Now the question is, do I want to keep it? I'm not keeping books based off of, like, if they were good or not. I'm keeping them based off of, do I want them on my shelf? I also, if I really, really like them, I may save them for the twins. My cousin's twins, who have the baby books right now. They're currently, like, 1.5 years. So that will be some time before they can read these books. But if they're really good and I think they should read them, I'm gonna keep it for them. A very fancy copy of Black Beauty. Does this have pictures? It does! Ooh, that's fun. I went through a horse phase. I feel like most girls do. And I went through a horse phase. When I tell you I read every horse book I could find, I read every horse book I could find. And Black Beauty had me in a chokehold. Black Beauty and the Black Stallion. Chokehold. Okay, chokehold. Carrie by Stephen King. The first Stephen King book that I ever read. Excellent. His books are so hit or miss. So hit or miss. He's a prolific writer, so he writes like a shit ton, but that means that it's not all good. Some of it's just weird. But Carrie's one of his, like, original books. Love. Also a good introduction to Stephen King if you're, like, looking to get into Stephen King. Like I was in high school, because I read all of Goosebumps and then all of R.L. Stein's middle school books that are just R.L. Stein books. And guess what? I never had any of them. I found out, I went back and I was like, give me them books. And I was like, Goosebumps and R.L. Stein are going to be in here because I want to reread those. They were all from the library. Every single one of my Goosebumps and R.L. Stein books were from the library. I don't have any of them. So sad. Also, libraries slap. Love libraries. Anyone read this? Kissed by an Angel? This? Romance? Angels? Death? Excellent. Excellent. This is by, Chandler. I picked this up at a book fair. Shout out if you remember book fairs. Because the cover was pretty. So this is book 2, I believe. See, these flowers are so pretty. And I was like, it seems good. Book 3. I also have such a mix. Is this book 4? The sequel to Everlasting. The sequel to Evercrossed. Girl, okay, so this is book 2. Then this says the sequel to book 2. That's weird. Chandler, what are we doing here? But this is the last one. Yeah, I have such a, like, random assortment of things that are in hardback versus paperback. Because as a kid, I didn't care. So I was just like, give me whichever you can find. Now I care. Maybe I'll go through and like buy hardbacks of things. But I feel like we have to keep this one. Because it kind of like changed my soul. Not really. It wasn't like that amazing. But it was good. Had me fucked up. Where's book 3? Maybe, hopefully, this is book 1, 2, 4, 5. I hope I have the other. I should have the third one, because I read it. Confessional. I only read the first 3 Lightning Thief books. They were good, but I kind of lost interest. I'm sorry. And then I also watched the movie that came out when I was in school. Actually, it was 2 movies. The first one was kind of accurate, and then the second one, like, combined book 2 and book 3, which was weird. I hope the TV show's better. I haven't watched it. Okay, first 3 Mysterious Benedict Society books, which is the only 3 that I read when I was a kid. But since that, last year, I went back and I read all 13 because I wanted to know the tea. I didn't know the tea that got that weird. They're good, but like, damn, that's some weird tea. I am keeping these. Now, I know I have the first book here because I got it at a thrift store because I didn't know I had these. Where's the key pile? These are the key pile. I'm not getting organized. I'm gonna get up and get the first one because I know I have copies of things because I rebought them because I didn't know. I'm getting rid of the copies. As you can tell, my shelves are full. I'm about to have to double stack. I don't wanna, but when you live in an apartment, you do what you have to, you know? And then this is North and South by John Jakes. I did not read this book. Is this worth reading? Oh, it was my grandmother's. Questions about that. I know this is like a famous book. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research on this about what it's actually about because I have like an idea. To see if I actually want to read it. I like historical books. And I like historical fiction, but like there's some stuff where I'm just like, maybe not. You know? Okay, so none of these are duplicates except A Series of Unfortunate. I have this one that I found at a thrift store. I'll keep the nicer one. Let's go to box 2. Oh, I'm gonna get this to my... With a bookmark. Did I not finish this one? I need to set this aside for the twins. Magic Treehouse? Fuck me up. Spirit of America. 2008. We're just gonna burn this. Because we surely don't have Spirit of America right now. So that's going to the twins. If you can't tell, I'm vicariously living through these twins. I'm so excited for them to read. J.K. Rowling, The Crimes of Grindelwald, the original screenplay. The movies were good. I don't want to hear it. The movies were good. And so that's why I wanted this. I haven't read this. The movies were good. Here's the problem. Am I about to read the screenplay? No. Do I want it though? We hate J.K. Rowling because she's a transphobic cunt. But, I don't know. I'm gonna have to tuck these. That's going in the maybe pile. Ooh. Divergent series. I do have Allegiant, don't you worry. I also have 4. That one was weird. Is this one 4? This little baby book. The World of Veronica Ross Divergent series. What the fuck is this? It's literally just a Q&A book with Veronica Roth. Okay. Here's my Q, and you can A, Miss Roth. Why the fuck did Triss die? Why did she die? Because she happened to leave her gun. How about you answer that for me, Miss Roth? I will be keeping these. I might take them out of this box though, because I don't like... Okay, I read these before Allegiant came out, so my mom got me this box set because I liked them, and then Allegiant came out, so now I don't have them to go with the box. You know what I'm saying? So I may get rid of the box. Miss Roth. Persuasion. I never read it, but it is on my list. Do I have Persuasion? These are my classics back here. It's here and on the bottom. I guess I gotta get through I guess I gotta get through my stacks of books to get to it. Here we go. Allegiant. This is signed by the author. There it is. Yeah, Miss Roth. I have some questions that you could answer for me. And then I also have 4 signed by the author with exclusive scenes inside. 4 was weird. Recently, I had to explain to someone what 4 was because they thought it was Divergent in 4's perspective. And I wish it was, but it wasn't. It's just him coping with the fact that she's dead and then, like, other things. Maybe not. Maybe not. A fancy copy of The Call of the Wild and White Fang. I'm pretty sure I read The Call of the Wild, but not White Fang. I'm pretty sure that's what it was and not the other way around. We're gonna have to see if I have a copy of that. Dream Psychology. I never read this. By Sigmund Freud. I mean, that'd probably be interesting to read. We don't necessarily like everything that Freud said. There we go. World War Z. The Oral History of the Zombie War. Am I gonna read a zombie book? I I don't think that I am. I was never a zombie bitch. I don't know why I got this. I'm just not that girl. Baby books. Ooh, block books. The Shape of Me and Other Stuff. I'll Teach My Dog a Lot of Words. Are You My Mother? That was a classic. And ABCs. Y'all know about the Dr. Seuss controversy? No one's safe. No one's cool. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Now, I read the first 5 Chronicles of Narnia as a child, and then I went back last year and I read all 7. Weird ending. Bryce just killed them and then take them to heaven, except for Susan because she stopped believing in God. Crazy. But these are nice because they're like illustrated and fancy. I do adore them. It's a good series. It's just, God, the religion in it. You know what I'm saying? I do want that because there's pictures in it. I really fuck with pictures. Okay. Now, what do y'all know? Where's the first one? Is it this one? Hold on. No, it's the one with the house. What do y'all know about the Mysterious Benedict Society? What do you know about it? Because you should know more. So there's 4 books. They're about children who all come together to live in this house. And they're all really good and smart at different things. It's like gifted and talented, basically. And then they get thrown into like a mystery. And it's so good. It's so good. I highly, highly, highly recommend these. These are so good. We're keeping her. I love her. And these are all in hardback, bless. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I never read it, but it is on the list. Do I have this? I do. I have it in paperback. I mean, we'll keep the hardback. But do I want to keep the paperback? I've started doing a thing where I used to only annotate educational books, or like if I was reading it for school. But now I started annotating just like things that I'm reading. But I don't want to annotate like the nice version. I want to annotate the shitty version. So like the paperback version. Do I want to annotate The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't really do that. Holes. What y'all know about this movie with Shia LaBeouf before he was crazy? This is an amazing book. Amazing. My nose is running. Heart of Darkness in hardback of all things. I really fuck with Heart of Darkness. Everyone hated it. I really liked it. It was a good book. It's so like fucked up. I really like fucked up books. But everyone was like, there's definitely a Heart of Darkness back here, that's why I'm looking. But everyone was like, why do you like it? Girl, I wrote a paper on it. I think I actually wrote multiple papers on it. Charlotte's Web. Now a major motion picture. Always good. Always excellent. The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. This will hurt your feelings right here. And then I have my annotations in it. Or I guess I didn't write in it. I guess I just put sticky tabs. I had to read this for school. I don't think I have one. I don't think I have another one. Whoology? I read some of this, but not a lot. What y'all know about Doctor Who, the BBC show? It's good. I grew up on that shit. This is actually very insightful. Okay. But am I gonna read it now? I kind of fell off. Well, I kind of fell off at Peter Capaldi. And then some of his shit was good, so I kind of got back on. And then they had Jodie as the next one. And then she was good, but her writing was literal ass, so I didn't watch it. I only watched the episodes with the master because they got a new master. And he fucking slaps, and I love him. And then I've watched the first episode, no, the like specials, I think it's 2 episodes, with, I don't want to mispronounce his name, but with the current doctor who comes after Jodie. The one where he splits in the David Tennant. And that was really good. I just haven't sat down and watched his. I feel like his are good. Jodie was such a victim of writing. I didn't like Peter Capaldi's vibe, but Jodie was such a victim of the writing. It was not her fault. That shit was terrible. If anyone understood that, let me know. Can't we have my Stephen Kings? And they're literally dusty. From a Buick 8. $11/22/63. Literally dusty. A bunch of these I never got around to reading because I got them towards the end of high school. And then I went to college. And in college, I only read what I needed to for school, which was a lot because I got an English minor and I did art history and I did philosophy of art. But yeah, so I just didn't like read for fun until 2 years ago when you got back into it. It's like that thing you like incessantly read as a kid, drop off when you like become an adult, and then come back to it because of like romance, basically. Like, Midnight Sun brought me back. Do I have the special edition hardback covers of the Twilight Saga and Midnight Sun from Books A Million that's being released in September on pre-order currently? Yes. I also have the all-white edition of Twilight right there. Am I gonna get rid of that? I don't know. Bizarre Bad Dreams. Didn't read that one either. I think that one's short stories, ain't it? Ooh, Who Knows the City of Bones series. Where's the first one? City of Bones. Who read this shit? Both attempts were bad. The TV show and the movie were both bad. And the movie or the TV show? One of them has Jamie Campbell Bower in it as Jace, which was a choice. He's kind of lean to be Jace. Love him though. That was a time for sure. Heavenly Fire. It's like weird, crazy books. City of Glass. These were so good. And they're such young adult because they don't fuck until the 6th book. And it's Fade to Black. Young adult. The Bane Chronicles. I never read this. I read The Mortal Instruments. And then I read The Clockwork Artifices? The prequel series, which is better. But has the trope of love triangle, one of them dies, and so you end up with the other one. Which I fucking hate. Just be poly. Or pick. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Oh, the Infernal Devices. That's what the fuck it's called. These are good. But I do not appreciate. Just pick one. Just pick Will or James. Just pick one. And pick Will. Because you love him more. And James has no right to ask you to marry him. When he's literally on death's door. Make you a widow? For what? For what? But she's immortal, so she gets to end up with James anyway. I hate that trope. Tales from Shadowhunter Academy. I'm also not going to keep this. I didn't read it. I thought I was going to get even further, even deeper into the lore. But then I tried to read the sequel series to Mortal Instruments. I don't forgot what it's called. I tried to read that. I read the first book and I got real pissed off because it's about, like, the main character is Parabatai with the love of her life, and Parabatai can't be in love because... For what? So then, she's like, well, I can't be in love. I guess I'll fuck your brother and date him in front of you. After we fuck, I put that shit down. I said, Miss Cassandra Clare, you need to stop. I'm kind of intrigued by her adult series, but, like, she needed to stop on that one. That was a lot. Where are the rest of my books? They must be in a different box, because this is not the whole series. Okay. Well. Okay. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories. What other stories? Rip Van Winkle, The Spectre Bridegroom, The Devil and Tom Walker. I feel like I have, like, these stories in another book. Stephen King, Under the Dome. Didn't read that one either. I do want to. All these Stephen King books I do want to read. Because he's like, he has a 50-50 shot of being good, from my experience. And by being good, I mean not ruining it with the ending. I'm looking at you, Salem's Lot, and Needful Things. That's who specifically I'm calling out today. Those two books. But yeah. What y'all know about the Beautiful Creatures Trust series? Oh, hey. Here's my other CD. Ugh. So, I started to collect... There's Clockwork Angel. I was looking for that. Okay, so I started to collect the Mortal Instruments with this on the cover that are paperback. We're gonna get rid of those. Because I'm not gonna meet the whole series. I'm not. Lady Midnight. That was the one I read. It's on the back. Lady Midnight. It's fucking annoying. City of Bones. Yeah, we're not. I was going to get the full shabam, but now I don't want it. So we're not doing it. Where are the rest of my friggin'... These are two of the things from Beautiful Creatures, which was a movie, and it wasn't that bad, but it was done incorrectly. I can tell you that much. Okay, this is a spin-off of Beautiful Creatures. Is this one also about Ridley? Okay, this one's also about Ridley. The Divine Comedy. Does this have pictures? Oh, it does. God. Y'all need to look up the etchings for the Divine Comedy. Because they're gorgeous. The Shadowhunters Codex. Didn't read that either. Inheritance. When I told you I drew these dragons. Oh, I drew them. I drew them. Brissinger. Eldest. And Aragon. Such a good series. Literally everything is so good until the end of the fourth book. And it's stupid. When I tell you stupid, they kill the villain by making him understand what he has done. And then his body just, like, implodes. What the fuck do you mean? And then Aragon's like, hey guys, I'm gonna leave. Bye! Also, hey, love of my life. And also, our dragons are bonded and mated. I'm taking my dragon, we're gonna leave. And you're gonna stay here and rule the elves. Eat my dick, Christopher Poloni. Sleeping Beauty, never read it. Nightmares and Daydreams, also never read it. And Revival, did not read it. Where are the ones I did read? Who does? Here they are. Beautiful Darkness, Beautiful Redemption, Beautiful Chaos, then book 1, Beautiful Creatures. When I tell you I learned how to do this font and wrote everything in it, had me in a chokehold. Now we are keeping these because these are amazing. I never read the Ridley ones. Do I want the Ridley ones? Ridley's a spin-off character from these. I feel like I don't want the Ridley ones. Gone with the Wind. Which one of them was Gone with the Wind? I fucking love Gone with the Wind as a work and as a movie. It's very, very, very good. Just objectively, it's good. Obviously, it's about the South during the war. And she's on the South side. We don't like that. We don't approve of that. But objectively, as a work and as a movie, y'all can't come on here and tell me that Gone with the Wind isn't good. Because it is. Quite frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn as an ending. Even though that's not exactly the ending of the book. Y'all can't come on here and tell me that's good. That's not good, I should say. Little Women. So here's the tea with this. I thought that I read, oh, there's pictures. I thought that I read Little Women. Turns out, you know how they'll make kid versions of books and leave out the scary parts? I read the kid version of Little Women. I didn't read actual Little Women. I did not know that. But I found that out. I am keeping that. Little Women's good. A Christmas Carol, The Chimes, and The Cricket on the Hearth. I read A Christmas Carol. It's good. It's a lot weirder than you think it is. The movie with the one with Jim Carrey is like surprisingly the most accurate. Other than like movies from like way back in the day. Weird. Weirder than you fucking think it is. But it's good. I don't think I have A Christmas Carol. So we'll probably end up keeping that. Hamlet. I love Hamlet. Have y'all seen I'll put a picture of it, the picture that someone painted of Ophelia just like in the water, like I want that here. I think I've decided. I love that painting. The Crucible. That was a fun read. All Quiet on the Western Front. You want to get your feelings hurt? 1984. The dystopian society that we live in right now. Now, I definitely have 1984. But I think it is a paperback. So this is one of the ones I need to check. To Kill a Mockingbird. Lord of the Flies. For a project, I wrote an extended ending to Lord of the Flies once, where they all get sent to a mental institution after they get rescued. And then the evil one, I don't forget his name, ends up burning down the institution and they die anyway. Wasn't I a fun kid? The Giver. I never actually read this. Catch-22. It doesn't make sense for like 172 pages. But then it does. And you're like, holy fuck. Ooh, it's good. Are they making a movie of this? Everyone in my class was so angry we had to read this book. It was so good. I had an amazing time. The Great Gatsby. I love The Great Gatsby. That's the favorite book of my best friend Jenny, and she has a big old tattoo of it on her arm. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And I did mark the chapters. Also good. People want to not read Mark Twain because he says bad words. But I think it's a good historical piece, you know? A Stephen King book I did read, The Shining. Ooh, exquisite. Exquisite. I love The Shining. The Lovely Bones, book and movie. You want to get your feelings hurt? It'll do it. Ooh, it'll do it. It'll do it right there. The Fault in Your Stars. The Fault in Our Stars, sorry. Signed copy. I threw this at the wall when he died. I'm surprised it's in such good condition. Let's actually check this. Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually okay. Yeah, I threw this at the wall when he died. John Green. The Host by Stephanie Meyer. This was good, unfortunately. So here's the tea. Stephanie Meyer has this like fucking insane ability to write main characters that are just the most boring things you've ever seen in your life. And then side characters that are so goddamn interesting. And it happened again. Was there another book to this? I do not know. I only read this one. And it was good. Except the main character was a whiny cunt. What is this? Oh, Anna Karenina. I started to read this. And then I think I got discouraged because it's like 1,000 pages. It's not. It's 700 and something in this book. I have a smaller edition. Is it up there? Or is it over here? Oh, it's right there. I have a smaller edition right there. I think it is 1,000 pages. We're gonna keep the hardback, of course. Can I actually reach that one? Ooh! See, this is the movie cover. Why does it say adult bestseller? Yeah, this one was the movie cover. $963 pages on this one. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. Wait, I was putting them in here. We're gonna get rid of the paperback. Keep the hardback. My first erotica? What y'all know about this not being spicy? Girl, I read this. I saw the movies. I'm a firm defender of the fact that he's not abusive. We can fight about it. We can fight about it. He didn't abuse her. He did exactly what she asked him to. I'm specifically referring to the end of the first book, where he takes it too far when she begs him to, and then she's like, actually, I couldn't take it. And he was like, I literally told you that you couldn't take it. And then she leaves for a week. Everyone's like, that's abuse. They had a contract. Granted, she didn't sign it, but they did agree on terms, and he didn't break the terms. So y'all can suck my dick on that one in particular. I don't know where I put the series. I forgot there were 5 books in the series. I don't know where I put it. The Sword of Shannara. I want to read the Shannara Chronicles. So the Shannara, the reason I wanted to read this was because I believe it's Austin Butler was the main character in the TV show. And the TV show was good. So I was like, okay, give it to me. I never sat down and read it. I do want to. I have an Outlander book. One of them. This is written in my own heart's blood. I don't know what number this is. I do want to read Outlander. I never did. I want to. So now we get to one of my prized possessions. Harry Potter. We hate J.K. Rowling. We fucking hate her. She's a cunt. She ruined everything. But Harry Potter as a series is good, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And that's all I have to say on that. I have all of them in hardback. They are worn because I read them. So, there's that. Ooh. No. My 50 Shades Free to go to Funky. Oh, I also do have his version books, and I haven't read them, but I really wanted to. I might, but I will tell you, you get this, and you think that this is erotica. And it's not. Like, yeah, they fuck, but not crazy. It's not crazy. Now I read smut. That's crazy. You really thought with this one. People were real mad about it, too. They didn't know the opportunities that awaited them. I'm just saying, no. We all know what Harry Potter looks like, okay? Also, yes, I have the 8th book. It's over there. I read 4 pages. It's fucking trash. It's a piece of shit. It's a cash grab because she lost all of her fucking money because she's stupid. It's disgusting, and I plan on selling it, to be so real with you, in like 50 years because I got a first edition. Hopefully she'll be dead so that she doesn't get any fucking money. Bram Stoker, Complete and Unabridged 5 novels. Oh my god. I never read this, but I really want to. Also, there's a sticker on the front. I don't know why. The Mysteries of the Sea, The Jewel of the 7 Stars, Dracula, something, Shroud, The Lair of the White Worm. The Lady of the Shroud. Okay, that's what it's called. Very nice hardback edition. We will keep, for sure. Is that all 7 Harry Potter? Okay, yeah, that's all 7. One more book. One more box. And we finally gone through all these stupid books. Ooh, topical book. Uglies. Y'all see the movie? I didn't. Because I don't like who they cast as the main bitch. I am so sorry, but you cannot do her transformation from ugly to pretty correctly. You can't. You can't do that to Joey King. And it's not her fault. But y'all just put her, I saw the fucking commercials, okay? Y'all just had Joey King looking normal, and then you fucking dunked her in a vat of makeup for the pretty scene at the end. Eat my dick. And then the guys were too hot in the beginning. Y'all are wrong for that. So I have Ugly's Pretty Specials Extras, which is the full series. They're all different. As far as, like, this is a hardback but doesn't have a dust jacket. This is a paperback. This is a different paperback. And this is a hardback with a dust jacket. Makes sense. The series is so good. But I will tell you, you can take this book right here, Extras, and throw it in the fucking trash. Because this is like 3 years later. It's not about her. It's about some other cunt doing something. And you don't care. It gives you a look into the world after, like, the events of specials. But you don't care. Because it's not through her eyes. Right? Stupid. Oh, there's another Shannara book. Elfstones of Shannara? The Elfstones, yep. I didn't look up the order of Shannara books. Oh. Quidditch Through the Ages and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Which, by the way, is just an encyclopedia. of monsters. They took an encyclopedia of monsters that were written by one dude, and they said, we could make this movie. And unfortunately, it was good. I don't want to give them credit for that, but it's like a fact that unfortunately it was good. I did read both of them, by the way. Encyclopedia of Monsters and Quidditch Through the Ages. Quidditch Through the Ages is actually like a historical book about Quidditch. And it was fine. Chilling Tales of Horror. I love these books with the fancy ass covers. They're all just like collections of short stories. Okay, I don't have this one. See, I have a bunch right here. I had started reading it, as you can see by my bookmark. And I will say the stories I had been reading were good. What is this? It's a doctor's appointment note for my mother. For a gastroenterologist. From the year 2019, so I guess not that far back. Don't know why that's in there. And then I have this bookmark, and it says Sophia at the bottom. That's not my name. Yeah, we are keeping her. Love her. Then we have Edgar Allan Poe, Complete Tales and Poems. Do I have another Edgar Allan Poe book? Maybe this one was it. I really fuck with Edgar Allan Poe. I've read a bunch, but not like nearly all. What is this? Oh, the anniversary edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I was like, what is this cover? Apparently it's the anniversary edition. I did not know I had that. That's kind of cool, actually. The Tales of Beedle and Bard. The fairy tale books from book 7 of Harry Potter. They weren't bad. That has the Deathly Hallows in it. Shakespeare the Complete Works. I also have another fat ass book of Shakespeare. This one right here. Called the Norton Shakespeare, which is what I had for my college Shakespearean class, which was fun. I said that like not happily. It was fun. I enjoyed the fuck out of that class, and that teacher was rad. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Other Tales by Lewis Carroll. Illustrated as well. I have an somewhat unhealthy obsession with Alice in Wonderland. I'm surprised I don't have an Alice in Wonderland tattoo. But Alice in Wonderland gets me really fucked up. What y'all know about the fucking original Alice in Wonderland drawings? Ooh, they're good. But I fucking love Alice in Wonderland. And I have different versions of it because of that. There's a really weird version that's up there somewhere. I see it. That's like Alice in Wonderland, but it's like crazy fucked up drawings. I love that for me. But yeah, this is a fancy copy of Alice in Wonderland that I will be keeping because I really like it. It's real good. And it's real weird. So then I have the last two books are The Game of Thrones, which I did read. I read this one, which is the first one. And I didn't read the rest of them because they're a commitment to read. Okay, you have to pay attention to read them. And I was not... After I paid attention to this book, I was like, I need a break. And then I didn't come back. I do want to read them. Now, I do have the leather-bound editions that you see in like a pack at Books A Million. I do have those. And I do love those. I love me a leather-bound book. That's my favorite kind. So I will be getting rid of this because I have a nice, pretty leather-bound edition of this book. Stick there. And then I have Fire and Blood. One of the multiple books that he wrote instead of what is the newest one? The one that will never come out. Is it The Winds of Winter? I don't remember. I do not remember. But one of the books he wrote, this is the one that House of Dragon is based off of. But if you didn't know, House of Dragon is the end of this book. This book is the whole Targaryen dynasty. And House of Dragon is literally the end because it's where all the dragons die. Spoilers if you didn't know. Because the events of House of the Dragon is why there are no dragons in Game of Thrones when Dany comes around and has dragons. That's the whole thing. But yeah, I do want to read that. I have a paperback version of it. I guess it would be on this side, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's up there. I want the hardback. So I guess I'll get rid of the paperback. Also, I found my other Outlander book. It's up there. It's Outlander. It's the first one. I need to read it. But yeah, so this is all of my books. Not all of them, but most of my books from middle school and high school, and a few baby books. We're keeping a bunch. We're getting rid of some. I already got rid of 2 boxes of them as well that you didn't get to see, but they were bad, so don't worry about it. So now what I get to do is figure out how to put these on the shelves. My thought process, I'm probably going to do this off camera, by the way. We're going to end the video here. But my thought process is, unless it's a book I want to read or it's a classic, I'm going to put it behind the other books and I'm going to double stack. Because unfortunately, I do not have enough bookshelves for these books. And I'm not getting rid of them. So I think we're going to have to double stack them. And it's gonna be okay. And that's how I feel. But yeah, welcome to this journey. So this is my perspective. That's where you were right there. I don't have tissues, so I had that. Because my nose is runny. Yeah. Yep. There's the pile of boxes that are now empty. Yep. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe it was a walk down memory lane. Maybe these are new books to you because you're young. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna figure out what to do with these, and it's gonna be a hassle. But anyway, bye guys.